Hi everyone, we're here at Bob's today. First and foremost, we'd like to thank you for allowing us to come out and take a look at your project. We always appreciate that. As you know, Bob's Custom has been in the community for almost 40 years, servicing a lot of homeowners in various ways. Always offering quality products, quality installation, great follow-up service. What we're going to take a look at today is the patio door. So we're going to talk a little bit about aesthetics on this one because it's an important thing. If you took a look at the double hung video, you remember that on the outside of the double hung there was a dual radius on the outside that created some nice subtle lines. They did the same thing on this extrusion here on the outside of the patio door. They kind of inverted it, but again it creates a nice subtle line and really looks pretty on the outside of the door. On the inside of the door, they did very much the same thing as they did with the double hung. Used a glazing bead to hold that glass in place that again looks more like an OG molding. So really trying again to create those aesthetics that look like a wood door. Even to the fact of taking almost a French look here, but when we put the door in place, both sides, we can see that these extrusions match up in size. Let's take a look at the operation of the door. Notice how it glides very easily. A couple of big factors here. They utilize a monorail sill. Now, when I say monorail sill, what are you talking about? Well, meaning it's not a pocket. It's not sitting down where gunk and dirt and stuff can be attracted to. It's a monorail. On the extrusion itself, it sits on top of here, rides both sides. It's weather stripped, of course, but the rollers are the key. The rollers, instead of being a 3/4 inch or an inch roller, they're a full 1.5 inch, and they're like little dualies. There's one here and one here, and then you go to the other side, one here and one here. So there's actually 4 rollers instead of 2 operating this door. Can carry a lot of weight. As we know, we have doors that are 5 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet. So we want to be able to carry a lot of weight, and it rolls very freely. Operates exactly like it should. One key component with patio doors or sliding doors, whatever you want to call it, is to have it be secure. If we take a look at this door, there's 1, 2, 3 lock points. When we put it in and set the lock, we are in place. It is very, very secure. And most importantly, you don't need one of those poles over here or any of that kind of stuff. That door is fully locked in place. It can't be rocked loose. So it's an extremely secure door. Of course, like we talked about with the double hung, aesthetics are one thing, operations another, but we want it to perform very well. It is a big opening in your house, a lot of opportunity for air infiltration. Let's discuss that real quick. As I said a minute ago, down here in the pocket, 1, 2, 3, 4 legs of weather stripping. You can see that right here, 2 bulb seals and 2 fin seals. But also, the key component with any patio door is how does it operate once we put it in place right here? Because this is a very volatile point with a patio door. All of the patio doors that are in the marketplace have some type of interlock. The interlock has a pass-by, what we call a pass-by interlock. That interlock doesn't really work unless there's pressure on the opening by air. This interlock is designed very differently. If you'll notice, 1, 2, 3, 4 legs of weather stripping again, but more importantly, the interlock has an angle to it, and this one has an angle to it. When this door comes together and closes, watch the pinch that occurs on the weather stripping. Very, very important that weather stripping is working immediately when it goes in place. In fact, when you close this door, you will actually hear the weather stripping come together. Okay, so we've taken a look at the aesthetics, we've taken a look at the security, we've taken a look at the air infiltration. Geez, what else does the patio door have? It has one more thing. It has a screen. Well, as you know, if you already own a patio door, every screen kind of sits down, it rides along, stuff gets attracted to the bottom, it's riding along the little rocks and dirt and everything, and they're just an annoyance. This screen is designed a little different than the average screen. They take this screen, instead of it sitting, the weight sitting down here, the weight is actually up here. Up inside the extrusion, there's this holder bar. This sits up in here on rollers. So this is what we call a top hung screen. Look at how nice that rolls. And The dirt that gets down here, the only reason there's rollers down here is to keep the screen from flipping out. So it's guided by those rollers. It's not sitting on the rollers. And even the lock latch, instead of it being those little cheap catches, this has actually got a slot in it, and you turn it down, stays in place very, very well. So that's a little bit about the patio door today. I hope that's been helpful. And once again, we thank you for allowing us to come in and take a look at your project. Let's get that thing booked as soon as we possibly can. Thank you.